Hey there, science enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the human immune system. You know, that complex network of cells, tissues, and processes that keeps you alive and kicking, even when the world throws a pandemic your way. And trust me, this system is way more interesting than your high school biology textbook made it seem. We're talking about microscopic battles, cellular espionage, and a whole lot of biological warfare going on inside you right now. It's like the most epic action movie ever, but instead of explosions, you get to live. So, buckle up, because we're about to uncover 16 mind-blowing facts about your immune system that'll have you looking at your body in a whole new light. Get ready to be amazed by the sheer awesomeness of your own biology. And hey, maybe you'll even learn a thing or two to help you stay healthy. You know, besides washing your hands and all that jazz, which, by the way, you should definitely still do. First up, let's talk about what your immune system actually does. Imagine it as your own personal bodyguard, always on the lookout for troublemakers trying to crash the party. These party crashers are called pathogens, and they come in all shapes and sizes: viruses, bacteria, parasites, you name it. They're like that one friend who shows up uninvited and eats all the snacks, except instead of snacks, they're trying to steal your cell's resources and make you sick. Not cool, pathogens? Not cool. But luckily, your immune system is a pro at spotting these intruders. It has this incredible ability to distinguish between your body's own cells, which are like the VIP guests on the guest list, and these foreign invaders trying to sneak in. And once it identifies a pathogen, oh boy, it's game on. Your immune system releases a whole army of cells and chemicals to fight off the infection, kind of like a microscopic version of the Avengers assembling. Now let's talk about the real heroes of the immune system, white blood cells. These guys are the Avengers, the Justice League, the Guardians of the Galaxy, all rolled into one. They're the ones on the front lines battling pathogens and keeping you safe from harm. And just like any good superhero team, there are different types of white blood cells, each with their own unique powers and abilities. You've got your neutrophils, which are like the first responders, rushing to the scene of an infection to gobble up pathogens. Then there are macrophages, the heavy hitters that engulf and destroy anything that seems out of place. Think of them as the Hulk of the immune system, smashing their way through invaders. And let's not forget about lymphocytes, the special forces of the immune system. We're talking T cells and B cells, highly trained specialists that can target specific pathogens with incredible precision. It's like something out of a spy movie, except instead of gadgets, they use antibodies. More on those bad boys later. So, we've talked about white blood cells, the superheroes of our immune system, but even superheroes need a good suit of armor, right? That's where our skin comes in, folks. It's our first line of defense. Think of it as a massive wall, keeping the outside world, well, outside. And trust me, the outside world is full of stuff that wants to get inside. But our skin? It's like, not today, pathogens, not today. It's doing a lot more than just making you look presentable in public. So, we've covered the skin, the impenetrable barrier protecting our bodies. But what about internal threats? We have the spleen. It's like the silent guardian, filtering your blood like a boss. The spleen removes old and damaged red blood cells. It also stores white blood cells, ready to deploy reinforcements. So while you might not think about your spleen, it's working tirelessly behind the scenes. We've talked about the skin, the body's first line of defense, and the spleen, the blood-filtering ninja. But what about those times when pathogens try to sneak past the initial defenses? Well, that's where lymph nodes come in, acting like vigilant security checkpoints throughout your body. Imagine a bustling city with all its traffic and movement. That's kind of like your lymphatic system, a network of vessels carrying lymph, a fluid that carries waste and other unwanted guests. And strategically placed along these vessels are the lymph nodes, the security guards of this intricate network. These nodes are like tiny filters, trapping pathogens and other harmful substances that dare to enter. Inside, it's like a microscopic battleground with white blood cells launching a full-on assault against any invaders they encounter. Yeah, it gets pretty intense. So the next time you feel a swollen lymph node, don't panic. It just means your immune system is doing its job, fighting off some unseen enemy like the incredible force it is. You've got your own personal army, people, and it's ready for anything. White blood cells patrol our bodies looking for trouble. T cells train behind your breastbone in the thymus gland. The thymus is like a T-cell university, teaching them friend from foe. It's most active during childhood, training a strong immune system. As we age, the thymus shrinks, but trained T cells are ready for life. So we've met the T cells, the tough guys of the immune system, but let's talk about another key player. Antibodies. You can think of antibodies like tiny, highly specialized missiles designed to seek and destroy specific invaders. Remember those B cells we mentioned earlier? Well, when a B cell encounters a pathogen, it can actually learn its shape and create a custom antibody designed to stick to it. It's like the immune system's version of 3D printing, except instead of plastic, it's printing out tiny protein weapons. These antibodies then attach themselves to the pathogen, marking it for destruction by other immune cells. It's like putting up a big neon sign that says, "Hey everyone, this guy is trouble. Come take him out." And the best part? Once your body has created antibodies against a specific pathogen, it keeps a record of them, so the next time that same pathogen tries to invade, your immune system is ready to shut it down before it can even cause trouble. Okay, this next fact might sound a little weird, but get ready for it. 70% of your immune system actually lives in your gut. Yeah, you heard that right. Your gut isn't just for digesting food, it's also a major hub for immune activity. Think about it. Your gut is constantly exposed to the outside world, with all sorts of things coming in through the food you eat. It kind of makes sense that your body would station a lot of its defenses there, right? So what does this mean for us? Well, it means that taking care of our gut health is even more important than we might have realized. A healthy gut, full of good bacteria, helps to keep our immune system strong and ready to fight off invaders. So, next time you're thinking about skipping your veggies or reaching for that extra slice of pizza, remember, you're not just feeding yourself, you're feeding trillions of tiny immune cells that are counting on you to make good choices. So you're curled up on the couch, feeling like death warmed over, and all you want to do is binge-watch bad reality TV. We've all been there, right? But believe it or not, that fever you're battling isn't just your body being a jerk. It's actually a sign that your immune system is throwing a serious punch at those invading pathogens. Think of it like this. Your body is turning up the thermostat, creating an environment that's less hospitable to those nasty germs. Plus, that fever isn't just making life uncomfortable for the invaders, it's also giving your own immune cells a boost. It's like they're saying, "Oh, it's go time, well, crank up the heat, we're ready to rumble." So, next time you're burning up with a fever, remember, your body's got your back, fighting the good fight. Just maybe keep the TV volume down, okay? Okay, let's talk vaccines. I know it can feel like a controversial topic these days, but stick with me here. Think of vaccines like a boot camp for your immune system. They're basically giving your body a sneak peek at a potential enemy, like showing it wanted posters of dangerous viruses and bacteria. But instead of a mugshot and a list of aliases, vaccines introduce a weakened or inactive version of the virus. Your immune system, being the overachiever it is, immediately jumps into action, analyzing the threat and developing a plan of attack. And the best part? Once your immune system has created those antibodies, it's like they've written down the battle plan and filed it away for future reference. So if you ever encounter the real deal, your body is ready to mobilize a rapid response, like a highly trained special forces unit. Vaccines, they're not just a good idea, they're a testament to human ingenuity and our ability to outsmart even the craftiest viruses. We've all been there, right? Deadlines looming, inbox overflowing, that existential dread that seems to follow us everywhere. Stress is a part of life, but here's the thing. It's not just bad for your mental health, it can wreak havoc on your immune system too. See, when we're constantly stressed out, our bodies go into survival mode, pumping out hormones like cortisol. And while a little cortisol can be helpful in a true fight or flight situation, chronically high levels can suppress our immune response, leaving us more vulnerable to infections. It's like your immune system is trying to do its job, diligently patrolling for invaders. But stress is constantly whispering in its ear, "Look, we've got bigger problems right now. Can this wait?" And unfortunately, sometimes it can't. So what's the takeaway here? Taking care of your mental health isn't just about feeling good. It's about supporting your immune system too. Okay, so we've talked about how stress can mess with your immune system, but did you know that something as simple as getting enough sleep can actually make it stronger? It's true. When you sleep, your body produces proteins called cytokines. Now, cytokines are like the tiny little ninjas of your immune system. They help fight off infection and inflammation, basically keeping those microscopic bad guys in check. And listen, I get it. We live in a society that glorifies busyness and pulling all-nighters. But skimping on sleep is like forgetting to charge your phone. Eventually, it just stops working properly. And in the case of your immune system, that means you're more likely to get sick. So do yourself a favor and make sleep a priority. Your immune system will thank you for it. Plus, let's be real, sleeping is amazing. It's like a mini vacation for your brain, and who doesn't love a good vacation? So, next time you're tempted to stay up late binge-watching cat videos, just remember those cytokine ninjas hard at work while you're catching some Z's. Sweet dreams and stay healthy. Sleep is vital for a healthy immune system. But here's another piece of the puzzle: exercise. Sometimes the last thing you want to do is put on your sneakers and get moving. But exercise is like giving your immune system a high five. When you exercise, your body temperature rises, helping fight off infections. Plus, exercise helps circulate your white blood cells more efficiently. Even moderate exercise can make a difference. A strong immune system is a beautiful thing, and who wouldn't want that? We've talked about the good stuff: sleep, exercise, all those things that make your immune system do a little happy dance. But smoking is one of the biggest culprits that can weaken your defenses. It's like the opposite of giving your immune system a high five. Smoking damages your lungs and messes with your immune cells. Think of your immune system as a well-oiled machine. Smoking throws a wrench into that machine, disrupting its balance. Put down the cigarettes and back away slowly. Your body will thank you for it. So, we've talked about how amazing the immune system is, right? Like it's this incredible microscopic army fighting for you 24/7. But sometimes even the best armies can have mishaps. That's kind of what happens with autoimmune diseases. Imagine your immune system is like a really well-trained guard dog. Its job is to protect your house from intruders. But then, one day, it starts barking at the mailman, the delivery guy, even your best friend. It doesn't recognize them as friendly anymore. That's kind of what happens in autoimmune diseases. The immune system, for some reason, starts attacking the body's own cells and tissues as if they were dangerous invaders. It's like your own security system has gone haywire and thinks your houseplants are trying to overthrow the government. There are over 80 known autoimmune diseases, and they can affect pretty much any part of the body. Some of the more well-known ones are type 1 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus. And figuring out what causes them is like super complicated. Okay, imagine this. A single grain of pollen just floating through the air, minding its own business. Suddenly the alarm bells start ringing, your eyes start itching, and your nose is running like a leaky faucet. Congratulations, you're having an allergic reaction. Allergies are basically the immune system being a tad overdramatic. It encounters something harmless like pollen, dust mites, or certain foods, and it freaks out. It's like your immune system just watched a horror movie, marathon, and now every shadow looks like a monster. So what's happening is your body releases a bunch of histamine and other chemicals meant to fight off the invader. But in the case of allergies, the invader is just like a peanut butter sandwich or, pollen. Allergies can range from mildly annoying to pretty serious. Some people just get a little sniffly, while others can have life-threatening reactions like anaphylaxis. And yeah, scientists are still trying to figure out exactly why some people have allergies and others don't.